So with postpartum, you need to remember that you will still have some pregnancy hormones in your body for up to 6 months, 4 to 6 months postpartum. Your body shape will have changed, your abdominal muscles will have been stretched, and your pelvic floor, even if you haven't had a vaginal delivery, will still have been influenced by your pregnancy hormones and the birth of your baby. It's important the first 6 weeks postpartum are all about healing and letting your body recover. The second 6 weeks are beginning to return to your usual level of activity and graded rehabilitation. It's important at the early stages that you focus on your pelvic floor exercises and very gentle core exercises, particularly being careful if you have a dram or a separation of your abdominal muscles. It's important that you sit well and that you move well and you gradually increase your exercises. In 2019, there was some new guidelines released for returning to running safely in the postpartum period, and they recommend that you don't start any high impact or running exercises until you are at least 3 months. They have a nice series of exercises that they suggest you should be able to do safely without any feelings of discomfort, heaviness in your pelvic floor or any urinary incontinence. So if you start high impact exercises from about 3 months, but certainly listen to your pelvic floor. If you have symptoms, the strong advice is to reduce what you do and to go back to doing more core exercises and pelvic floor exercises until your body is more recovered. So again, like returning to running, we would advise that the first 6 weeks after your cesarean section are for healing, and that the second 6 weeks are for graduated returning to exercise. So what we'd suggest is that you gradually increase the length of walking that you're doing, maybe go back to swimming when you've got a week after having any vaginal discharge, and gradually build up your exercise tolerance. So by 3 months, you are ready to go back to what you were doing pre-pregnancy. But again, we would stress, listen to your body. If you're having signs of back pain or discomfort, it may mean that you've overdone it, and slow down and build it up again. So it is our intention to see every mother who has delivered on the wards to give them advice that is relevant to their particular delivery. If unfortunately you have your baby between a Friday evening and a Sunday evening, you will be given our handout, and the important thing is to know how to access us. So everyone is encouraged to do our postnatal class, which is now on Zoom and it's available to everybody. But if you have particular problems with your pelvic floor, we do recommend that you contact us yourselves up to 6 months following the birth of your baby, and we will give you advice and help with pelvic floor exercises.